All right, mic check. I'm on my old laptop, so just making sure it's working. All right, mic check. I'm on my old laptop, so just making sure it's working. All right. Bernard Palasantos. Lord willing, Satan don't intervene and the laptop don't mess up. All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and continually teach us this truth. And peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect that's laboring in this word of truth sincerity. All right, Lord willing, this could be an edifying live stream, and, I don't plan on doing it too long, unless the Spirit keep me going. I do got to go to work soon. So, but anyway, as you see, the title of the live stream is Things Are Moving Fast. Things are moving fast. It's articles coming out every day, of this whole agenda, which we know Esau is pushing, his NWO, but we're in the beginning stages of it, because the end game of what this man want to do, and there was an interview, this man named Aaron Russo, I remember years ago the apostles used to share that video around, we even re-uploaded it on our old page, but it was a guy named Aaron Russo who said he spoke with, I think he said David Rockefeller, and he was saying, he was giving an insight on what they want to do. He was saying how the end game is that they want to have everybody chipped, and we're in the beginning stages of this man pushing his NWO, which is going to lead to the mass microchipping, which Revelation, the 13th chapter, when it's talking about the mark of the beast, that's dealing with the RFID chip, But anyway, I'm going to start off with this precept, and then I'm going to read some articles because things are moving fast. All right, this is Job. Let me just click the stream one more time just to make sure things are running good. You brothers can hear me good, right? I haven't used this laptop in a while. But this is Job chapter 14, verse 5. It says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee, thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. So the days of Esau, he has a certain amount of time where the Most High allow him to rule. Every kingdom had a beginning and an end. And Esau kingdom had a beginning, and now we're coming to the end, man. So that's why the Lord is putting the spirit on Esau to go ahead and move with his agenda because time is running out. And best believe Esau is seeing that. It's constant videos of them spotting the chariots. Brothers is waking up everywhere. This word is everywhere. Everybody heard this word one way or another. The water, bro. So this man is like, it's now or never. And like brothers were saying, a lot of these people, even Edomites, they know what's going on. They know that it's the banking families, the elite that's pushing their agenda. People know that this whole COVID-19, this whole crown royal is a HOAX. People know that, man. And I was even talking with this Edomite at the job yesterday, just picking his brain, just saying little things, seeing what he knows, seeing what information I could get. And even he knows, And he was even saying that somebody else told him that it's going to be a civil war, because he was saying how that it's not right for them to force something on you, to force the vaccine on you. And he was saying how, pretty much, he see like it's going to be a big protest or whatever, which these devils, they already know is going to be a lot of resistance, and that's why they're going to declare martial law. And that's another thing, brother sent the article in the chat, because the scriptures speak about martial law, which I'm gonna read some of this article, and then I'm gonna hold this in Esdras. I'm gonna hold where it's talking about, martial law, because like I said, Esau knows that it's going to be resistance. He know that a lot of people is not going to want to take this vaccine. A lot of people is, because eventually it's going to be the chip. Now, we don't know exactly how this man is going to do it. He may tell you it's the vaccine, and when you get there, it may be the chip, because they're talking about tracking you, tracking the, keeping you in a database, because they say you have to take 2 vaccines, which brother, Dawada sent in the chat an article on that, which I'm gonna get that too. But let me read this first, okay? It says, Salakia, let me just make sure the stream is okay. Glad we running good. All right, this article says Michael Flynn, newly pardoned, calls for Trump to temporarily suspend the Constitution and impose martial law, which, beginning with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down, brothers been saying that it was going to be martial law for years, man. And now it's getting ready to come to pass, and see, they have everything, all the excuses they need to enact martial law, which I'm going to read some of this article. I'm not going to read the whole thing. It says, a week after receiving his pardon from President Donald Trump, former White House National Security Advisor Michael Flynn promoted a call for the president to temporarily suspend the Constitution and put the country under martial law, because, hey, when martial law is declared, it ain't no more amendment rights. You don't have any rights. And they already, and this is another thing, I was talking with that Edomite at work yesterday. They've been preparing for this for years, man. Years ago, they already, passed laws that the military don't need, a warrant, or I forget what it's called, but, pretty much they don't need to ask permission to come into your home. They could just come in, grab you up, and that's exactly how it's going to be, man. When martial law is declared, it's not going to be a peaceable thing, because the Lord is going to put the spirit on these soldiers to be like madmen, like the scriptures say, they shall be like madmen, sparing none. And it tells you in Isaiah the 13th chapter, it says how, wives shall be ravished, your children shall be dashed to pieces before your eyes. That's what these military soldiers are going to be doing, man. But going back on what I was saying, they've been prepared. Esau's been put in the chest, which really is Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. I gotta stop saying Esau, because he's in control of. I mean, he's under the control of Yahweh Yahushua. Everything that he's doing is really the Lord doing it on the left hand side. But pretty much the Lord been using this devil to push, laws in effect, to where when they do come down with that great wrath, they already have everything in place so that they could do it. And this whole Crown Royal, I keep forgetting, the key factors. This whole Crown Royal is a way that this man is he's gonna use that as his excuse to do it. But anyway, reading this on, it says, on Tuesday, weeks after the election, Trump lost, Flynn shared a press release from the right-wing We the People convention imploring Trump to implement martial law. The statement drew a connection to what Abraham Lincoln did with his presidential authority during the Civil War. So I'm going to read a little bit more on this. It says, Then, as now a president with courage and determination was needed to preserve the Union, the statement says today the current threat to our United States by the international and domestic socialist communist left is much more serious than anything Lincoln or our nation has faced in history, including the Civil War. It says the statement goes on to rail against Antifa, Black Lives Matter, socialists, the corrupt media, and big tech, blaming them all for an attempted stealing of the election. Okay? It says there is no evidence of widespread voter fraud that would prove a stolen election, and much of the evidence collected by Trump's legal team has been thrown out of court. It says the statement culminates in a call for Trump to engage in a limited form of martial law before the country supposedly plunges into corruption and a new civil war. So that's where we're headed, man. We're headed to a new civil war, man, because once again, Esau knows there is going to be resistance. He knows a lot of people, you had not too long ago, it was articles coming out before the election how guns and ammo was being sold out. People was stocking up on weapons because you're going to have these militia groups. You're going to have these Edomites that's going to pretty much try to overthrow the government. And that's why they was talking about building this big fence around the White House and having the military in front of it, because they know that it's going to be, once again, it's going to be a lot of resistance, man. And that's why this man is going to bring the military out, declare martial law, so that all the resistance can be put down. Which this man already has tactics set up to slow down the resistance, such as taking away the food, because it ain't gonna be no more Walmarts, ain't gonna be no more fast foods, by taking away the jobs, so people don't have any income coming in. People about to get evicted, millions and millions of people about to get evicted. So people gonna be desperate, man. This man wants you to be so desperate that whatever he say, you with it. And he's using, society will go back to normal as a way to bait you in. And a lot of people is going to be baited in through that, man. But anyway, let me get the precept, because I mentioned this is prophecy, man. It's written that martial law is going to be, martial law is going to come to pass. This is Sacred Ezra chapter 15, verse I'm going to start at verse 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, which woe meaning destruction. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. So that goes into that civil war, man. You're going to have people fighting each other. And what's the modern day sword? The gun. A lot of people have weapons, ammo. With you Jakes, man, you trusting in Esau's weapon, you gonna get slaughtered. It's a lot of videos of Jake trying to use Esau's blessing. They can't aim for shit, man. But it's gonna be a lot of violence out here in the streets, and that's all planned. This man wants to bring order out of chaos. They plan they bring the chaos, and then they bring a solution to the chaos, which is really what they wanted to do anyway. So it's going to be a lot of chaos and civil unrest. So this man is going to make it look like, okay, I have no choice but to enact martial law, which they want to do that anyway, and bring people to these concentration camps that they already got set up. They already passed laws that they could throw people in gas chambers. They could guillotine people. They could have the firing squad. They could hang you. Because these are things that this man is going to do if you resist his NWO. Because like it says in Revelation, the 12th chapter, verse 12, the devil has come down with great wrath because he knows that he have but a short time. See, Esau knows that prophecy is coming to pass. He knows that Yahweh Shah is coming back and he's going down. So he's not going down without a fight, which ultimately is the Lord putting the spirit in him to fulfill prophecy, you know. But reading on, it says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." So you're gonna have sedition out here, man. You're gonna have a lot of uprisings, a lot of resistance, a lot of violence. You know, it says, now this is the point: a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, because martial law. You know, people gonna want to leave. Hey, people gonna want to get to their families, man. If you live in the East Coast, you know, and I'm speaking about these people in the world, and they say they just moved out here, you know, or you know they've been living here for years, and all their family is on the West Coast. People gonna want to get back with their family, man, and they're not gonna be able to, because they're gonna. Hey, it was a Double Seven put up a video, I believe, and say that you won't even be able to, you know, get on the plane unless you have proof that you took the vaccine. So you ain't gonna be able to go nowhere. You're not gonna be able to fly out the country. You're not gonna be able to fly across the country. You're not even gonna be able to drive state to state, because they're gonna shut down these states, man. And they already doing it in New York, you know. So the Lord is putting the spirit on Esau to come with it fast, man. Things are moving fast. You see, next week in the UK, they're pushing the vaccine. You know, I just watched Apostle Tahar video, and he was saying how we need to pray for those brothers, and I agree, man. You know, we do need to throw up prayers for each other, you know, because, hey, man, we coming to that time of the hour of temptation. And then they say in Russia, too, they're pushing a vaccine next week. And then they're going to push it here soon, man. You know? So things are moving really, really fast. And right when this man pushes that C, which is the mark of the beast, like Yahushua said, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. It's going to be a fast downfall, man. And you see the war of Armageddon is already being put in motion. You know, the Lord is putting the spirit on, you know, Esau to go at it with them Persians, you know, with them Elamites, you know, which the scriptures say the least of the flock shall draw him out. So we're seeing prophecy come to pass, man. We're seeing that, hey, it is going to be another war. See, before we would speak on this and people wouldn't see it. You know, people would deny it. But now it's to the point where it's like, because even when I was speaking with that Edomite yesterday, you know, even he was seeing like, yeah, you know, it's going to be another war. But he was saying he hoped not. You know, of course these Edomites going to say that, man. You know, which we had an Edomite at camp say the same thing. Oh, I hope not. But it is going to be a third world war. Why? Because it's prophecy. And the scriptures say what? Whom is he that have resisted his will? The Lord is not a man that he should lie. He said that it was going to be, you know, which we call World War III. The scriptures call it the War of Armageddon. So it's going to come to pass. Why? Because it's the words and will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. You know? But I'm going to read some more on this. Then I'm going to read this article that the brother sent. Let me see how long I've been going. Okay. It says, for because of their pride, the city shall be destroyed. The houses shall be, Salakia. It says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. So that's how it's going to be, man. You know, and it ain't have to say women. Women are the weaker vessel. And all you women that you feminists, you got masculine energy. You know, you women that be saying, bro, my nigga, you know, talking mad shit about the Israelite man. You know, you about to be trouble. You know, now I'm not really going to speak on that because that's a whole different topic. But I just wanted to say that because it say men shall be afraid. You know, you women, you going to be three times more afraid than the men out here, you know. But reading on, it says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation, right? So It ain't going to be no, hey, even Yahweh Shah said, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. You know, and we always bring these scriptures out, but we got to bring them out more than ever because these prophecies are coming to pass, man. You know, we in that time of second Esdras the 15th chapter, second Esdras the 16th chapter, second Esdras the 6th chapter. You know, Esau is the end of the world, Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. We in the time of all these prophecies, man, and that's why Yahweh, Salaki. That's why Apostle Tahar, through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah, deemed this the year of prophecy, man. And prophecy has been coming to pass this whole year, you know. And next year, Lord willing, next year is the year of fulfillment, meaning the year of the year of our King, the year of Yahweh Shah's return, man, Lord willing. And we still got days left in this month, you know, so Lord willing, you know, this country goes on another shutdown by the end of this year. You see, they're saying now, I believe they're saying we're at 200,000 U.S. daily cases. So they're going to shut things down soon, man. You know, and it's closer than we think. But the brother put the scripture up that I quoted earlier, Luke chapter 10, verse 18. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. And lightning, when it strikes fast. You know, that's how fast Esau is going to fall from power. Like lightning, you know. It ain't going to be no, when Yahweh Shah come back, it's not going to be no long 4-year war, you know, with Yahweh Shah and the angels versus Esau and his technology. It ain't going to be no long battle, man. It's going to be a quick humiliation for Esau, and then those thermonuclear missiles going to destroy Babylon the Great, you know. But it says, yeah, it say, I'm going to read this again. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. And that's what's coming, man. Great tribulation. You know, we're not in a time of peace. Scriptures say there's a time and place for everything. A time for peace, a time for war. Hey, where did I put my phone in? Oh, okay. Yeah. So the scriptures say, which matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and get that. I'm going to go ahead and get that. Because this is the time we in. You know, this is Ecclesiastes. And then I'm going to read that other article that the brother had sent in the chat. And then, you know, Lord willing, get some more precepts. And then I'm going to go ahead and close this out. Let me see what time it is. 2:23, okay. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, Salaki. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. It says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Okay. It says, I'm going to just read it down. I was looking for the point. It says, a time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up. A time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. Okay. I'm going to jump to verse 8. A time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. Right? So the time that we're in a time of war. We're in a time of weeping. We're in a time of mourning for these people of the world. You know, but for the men of the Lord, we're coming into a time of rejoicing, man. You know, which we're going to be tested, but the scriptures say, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. You know, but I'm going to go ahead and read some of this article. Dawah sent this. It says, immunity cards to be issued to all Americans enable CDC to track COVID-19 vaccine status in database. You know, which dealing with the chip, all your information will be stored in a blockchain, you know, in a big database computer. So that's why we say, like, we just gotta wait and see, man. Cause this may be the chip, you know, but we just gotta wait and see. It says on Wednesday, the Department of Defense released the first images of a Corona Crown Royal. Man, fuck it. If Esau take it down, so be it, man. You know, it's hard to keep saying the keywords, you know, to remember. You know, but it says vaccination record card as well as vaccination kits. It says everyone will be issued a written card that they could put in their wallet that will tell them what they had and when their next dose is due. See? And that's how you know that this is gearing towards the mark of the beast, because you could lose that. You could have it in your wallet and lose it. You know, so they're going to want to make it to where, okay, we need to know if you really took it or not. We need to keep track of you if you really got it or not, and that's where the mark of the beast is going to come into place. You know, the RFID microchip. It says Dr. Kelly Moore, Associate Director of the Immunization Action Coalition. Let's do the simple, easy thing first. Everyone's going to get that. Okay? So, you know, it's a lot more on this, you know, but I'm not gonna continue reading, you know. Let's see, let me look at this update right here. All right. It says this is the latest on the coronavirus pandemic and vaccines. It says coronavirus cases are rising in the U.S. and healthcare officials say their staff and facilities are struggling to support burgeoning numbers of patients. It said the UK is set to receive its first batch of the Pfizer BioNTech C-19 vaccine in the coming hours. You know, it says England's deputy chief medical officer said today, one day after the country authorized it. You know, so we spoke on that earlier about how they're about to push it in the UK next week, and then they're pushing it in Russia as well, and it's soon coming here. You know, it says U.S. more careful than UK on vaccine approval, but will be there soon, Fauci says. You know, it says hundreds protest closing of Staten Island bar that refuse C-19 measures. So, hey, man, you're going to have people protesting and rioting, which is going to lead to civil unrest. And then they're saying the NBA says 48 players tested positive. You know, so they're about to shut that down again. Ooh, I just saw the total in South Carolina. The total deaths is 4,444. Call Allah Yahweh Bashem Hawashah. You know, 4444, mercy. You know, but I think I'll leave it there. You know, the brother put that card going to be an inconvenience. People can lose their card. So when it's time for the second dose, they're going to introduce a chip, something they can't lose. Hey, Lord willing, we just got to wait and see. You know, Lord willing. You know, we got to see how this thing go. You know, either they're going to have the chip there, like the brother Kodash Pariah had a vision, you know, of how he was there where they was giving the vaccine, and he asked, did they have the chip in it, and they said, yeah. So either Esau is going to be like that, he's just going to get you there and be like, you know, it's the chip, or, you know, he may do it that way, you know, but either way, you know, we're close, you know, we're real close, you know, Lord willing, you know, we endure to the end. We got to stay prayed up, begging the Lord to keep us in the faith, begging him to keep his mercy on us, you know, and also like Apostle Tahar said, you know, pray for the brothers, you know, in the UK, man, you know, that's getting ready to be, that's getting ready to go through that hour of temptation, you know. But Lord willing, this video is edifying, and with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us his truth and continually teach us his truth. And peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.